Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Masterpiece, the most inspirational podcast in the land. And today's masterpiece, a true inspiration. She's a wife, she's a mother, and she's had one heck of a transformation. So today's masterpiece is Miss Kat Ramirez. Stay tuned for after this introduction to hear her story and to be inspired.
Okay, let's go.
So welcome back to the show, everyone. As I stated, today's masterpiece, a true inspiration, Miss Kat Ramirez, joining us from the great state of Texas. She's had one heck of a transformation journey, and she's here to share her story. Her story. Welcome to the show, ma'am. How are you?
Thank you for having me on. I'm
Yep.
doing well.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. And our goal here is to inspire people to get active, to stay active, to be inspired, and to be an inspiration. So we're getting straight into the show. So when you look at this photo, so this before and after, from where you started to where you are today, what emotion or what thoughts come to mind?
Like you said, it's been a roller coaster. Started off feeling very low in my self confidence, and then now I'm like feel like I can take on the world.
So are you the first to take the stage in the bodybuilding competition in your family?
I am.
Yep, congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Kudos to you. Good job, ma'am.
Thank you.
So throughout the process, and we've seen the pictures of you, we just seen the photo of your amazing transformation. What attribute did you need to have to really get through that process?
I needed just to be consistent, to
Okay.
have dedication. So not just motivation, right? Because that comes and goes, but just being able to stick to it, that tenacity to go and work towards my goal and keep striving to do better.
But good job. Consistency is definitely a big element. So, what was the turning point in your life? At what point, what event made you say, enough is enough? I want to do something different?
So two things. One, my mom had diabetes, and she still has diabetes. She doesn't change her eating habits or try to be more active. And then my dad, he had two heart procedures. He's not a big guy, but inside, I know his body's fighting. And so I realized that with those genetics, if I didn't change my lifestyle, I'm going to be headed in their direction. So I had to completely change my eating habits and start exercising.
But kudos to you. Like I said, that's the point of the show because I believe there's some heart diseases that's totally preventable with exercise. And good job for you for getting out and breaking, I guess, generational habits and doing something new. So at one point you was running marathons or half marathons. You were running 5Ks. You were running 10Ks. And so how do you transition from the road races into bodybuilding? What happened there?
Well, at that point in that picture, that was my first 5K. And you can see I was still very heavy set and I didn't think I could do it, but I proved to myself that I could. And I placed fourth in my age group.
Nice.
So I was like so excited that I'm like, hey, if I work a little bit harder, I could get third place next time. Uh, just with that mindset that I can improve my time. And so that was a fire that got me started into just doing cardio and doing something that I thought that was fun and new to me. So that's where I began. And then once I reached a plateau in my weight loss, I decided to search and look for other things. And at that time, my husband was a police officer, and his partner, when he was on the police department, did bodybuilding when she was younger, and she still was training people. And she's like, hey, I'd be interested in training your wife if she's interested. So that helped me jump on the bodybuilding scene.
Oh, nice. With the transition, with the before picture and where you were and where you are today, being fit, what's been the biggest sacrifice? What's been the biggest change in your life?
Definitely the time that it takes. I either have to wake up early or stay up late to get my exercise in, and then the time that it takes to meal prep. But all that is worth it because I want to be an example to my kids and my family and my friends that uh, change is possible. And if you want something bad enough, you're going to make those sacrifices.
Well, good job. I know that meal prep can be an animal sometimes. And yeah, I don't know about you, but I do it twice a week. And the second time a week, it ain't too comfortable. But I'll have a fill in the blank for you. So fill in the blank. I could not have done my transformation would not have been as successful without blank.
My husband's support. He was there and is still there 100% of the time.
Okay. I mean, how has he supported you? Can you give us an example of that?
Yes. So in the very beginning, he made sure that the kids were taken care of whenever I was able, when I needed to go to the gym or to go get in my extra cardio, working the hours so that we could pay for all this bikinis and the
Wow.
tanning. So those are just from the beginning. But now he's learned how to straighten my hair. We together learned how to do my nails. So he's always there helping me, and he's looking up the new techniques, or he shows me videos of posing. He's like, hey, what if you try this transition? What if you, like, for example, most recently, he traced my heels and cut out some feet and put them on like a little platform. So that way I can always hit my position whenever I'm doing the posing, since that's the most challenging part for me.
Oh, nice. Very nice. What's your husband's name?
Ben.
Yep, good job, Ben. Way to be supportive. So we all need a support team. So good job, Ben. Kudos to your husband and your support team. So since you've been through on this journey from day one, like I said before, where you started to where you are, what have you discovered? What have you learned about yourself?
I learned that I need to love myself no matter what I look like, but I should also want to strive to better, like to do better. If I have a certain fitness goal, for example, right now I'm doing the shape division, or it's also called wellness in other organizations. So if I have a certain physique in mind, I'm like, okay, these are my goals to reach that. But then also at any point I could change, which division I do, and know that at that point I'd have to do something different to reach that.
Yeah. So how does it feel to? I mean, you're first in your body in your family to be a bodybuilder. How does it feel to actually take that stage in competition? How does that feel?
It's pretty awesome. My one of my brothers, I have four brothers, so I'm the only girl, and to have four brothers and they have seen my transformation, and they're always like, hey, like they'll like grab my muscle, and it's really motivating for me to inspire them, because they tell me all the time how they've either started going to the gym because of me, or they have questions and they reach out to me.
Well, good job. Way to impact your family. And what other ways? Are there other ways? I mean, your kids. How has your journey impacted the people around you?
Yes. So I have three children. My 14-year-old son, I pushed him into doing cross country when he was in public school, and he did great. Like, he learned how to push past your mental blocks. And then I have an 11-year-old daughter, and she started volleyball earlier this year, and she learned that uh, she enjoyed it, and she started lifting weights with me so that she could get stronger in her sport. And then my 9-year-old son, he just kind of will motivate himself and walk on our treadmill at home, and I'll say, hey, throw it on an incline, and he'll do it without complaining. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna walk a 5K." I'm like, "Oh, awesome, that's great."
Nice. Okay, good job. Good job. Way to be impactful, way to be inspirational for your family and to us that's listening to your story. So, what do you love most about the sport? What's the most absolute favorite aspect of the sport?
I like how I can see my progress. So that's the most motivating thing for me is um, when I feel strong and I'm able to like lift more weights. I'm like, woo, yeah, that is what keeps me motivated because I want to be able to go to the gym and throw on 45s and bench press that. I'm not there yet, but I can
Okay.
do 30 pounds on each side. So that's impressive to me. And one day I'm going to get into the gym with my husband and I'm going to throw on 45s. So I'm going to say, oh, leave that on. That's my warm up weight.
Nice. Well, good job. Hope you meet that goal sometime soon. So, what's your least, what aspect of the sport you can do without? What's your least favorite, most challenging aspect of the sport?
I kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier about the posing. Since I grew up with all brothers, I wasn't a girly girl into heels and makeup and all that stuff. So that part of the bodybuilding is really hard for me to just go on stage and wear like the least amount of clothes and have to push your muscles so the judge can see them, especially like the lower body for my division. And just it's putting on a show, right? It's like you have a whole different persona when you're on stage than when I'm at the house and I'm like low makeup, like I don't have any makeup. I rarely wear makeup and I have my hair in a ponytail, but then when I go on stage, I have to have nails, makeup, eyelashes, like all of that stuff, which is out of the norm for me.
Okay. So, what's next for you? I mean, what's next? What are you setting your ass on? What do you hope to achieve next?
All right, so Atlas is coming up in about 3 weeks with GBO. So I'm going to do Atlas again, and I'm going to enter into Shape Open and Shape Masters. So always, I would love to get that pro card to compete at the professional level. But that picture there, I want a better side pose and just really bring in that lower body to improve in my physique.
Well, good luck going with your pro card. So, what does a pro card do for you? How will you represent the pro card?
So to be able to say, oh, I'm a GBO pro, that just means I've reached that upper level. And it sounds cool. Like I could tell my friends, oh, hey, I'm a GBO pro or I'm a bodybuilding pro. And like they already know I'm working so hard. And just to be able to say it officially, I have that pro mindset, but it's just like another level. And then I'll be able to compete with other pros. So as a pro, you're just expected to perform at a higher quality and also you can win some money. So it's not like a whole lot, but it's enough to maybe cover that show's entrance fees or
Yeah.
just a little bit of extra spending cash or save it for the next show.
So, what about clients? Are you interested in entertaining clients, helping people to get to their pro status, to compete?
I would love to train other clients. I am a certified personal trainer, but when I'm doing a show, I need to focus on me and my family because, like I mentioned earlier, it takes a lot of time and effort. But when I'm on my off season, I don't mind having clients. I've had clients before. I had a client before this show, and she is interested in doing a transformation division where you just kind of showcase your before pictures and after pictures, and then you do a box swap or you show off your transformation. So I could do that, and I look forward to helping other people.
So, with that in mind, there's plenty of people looking at this podcast that's on the fence whether or not to get started with their fitness journey or not. And they may have some doubts, some concerns, some questions. What bit of advice, what bit of inspiration can you give those people?
I would tell people if you have a goal, you just need to start and go for it. Don't wait till Monday Don't wait for after the next holiday. You start today. Okay, you write down what are your long term goals, and then you break those long term goals into shorter goals.
Yeah, so let's talk to young Cat. So young Cat, when you was before you started, what would you tell yourself? What would you tell yourself today? What would you tell yourself then that you know today?
I would tell myself that I'm beautiful the way that I was, but I wasn't healthy. And so I needed to have some self control and learn how to have discipline. You can't just always get instant satisfaction. And for me, it was the food that I would turn to.
Okay, so y'all heard it there from Miss Cat Ramirez, a true masterpiece, a true inspiration. You've seen the transformation process. You said approximately 11 years.
Yes.
Man, that's a lot of commitment, a lot of patience, a lot of dedication. So, but it is possible. So, do you think you could have done it faster or sooner than 11?
Definitely. Now that I know what I'm capable of, and if somebody really wants something, they're going to work really hard for it. It's just a huge sacrifice of time and having that support group, like you mentioned earlier.
So, we'll give you the opportunity to talk about your training. So, we're gonna pull the trainer up here. So, what can you tell us about your trainer?
Raquel Oliver, or Rock, she is amazing. Not only did she motivate me to do bodybuilding, she was always there, like when I texted her or just called her. She has experience in bodybuilding herself, and she also trained some of her family members, and her daughter also helped train me currently because now she lives in Arizona, but her daughter is here in the Dallas area. So Rock is there 100%, and not only looking for clients to train for competition, but just health and general fitness.
Okay, so Rock is it online or is it in person or is it both? Do you know?
So she'll probably do online because unless you happen to be in Arizona, you can hit up Rock. But I know she has a couple of options available. And then, like I said, her daughter is taking her local clients here in the Dallas area. And her daughter's name is Maddie.
Okay, well, kudos to Rock and all that she's done for you as far as accountability and getting you where you are today. So, any parting thoughts for us, man?
Just, you can do it. Don't sell yourself short. Okay. Just keep pushing every day.
Yep. Well, thank you. Well, this has been the masterpiece. Like I said, I go here. If it's only one person, it's to inspire people to get active, to stay active, to be inspired. More importantly, be an inspiration. So we thank you for your time, Miss Kat Ramirez, for your time to come on and to inspire us. So we will be on the lookout. If you want to follow Kat, her Instagram is listed below. Please follow, track her progress. We wish you well in the GBO Atlas. I will be on the lookout. Please continue to follow me. Follow, like, share this podcast. And again, this has been the masterpiece. Get active, stay active, be inspired, be an inspiration. Out.